Now, Action 10's Cole Vaughn with your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Welcome back, everybody. Here is a look at Rockport, one of our time lapses from out there at the Maritime Museum. Look at the clouds we started with earlier today. A brief peek of sunshine there as we made it into the morning hours, and then nothing but gray skies. And that's going to be the story as we make it through the next couple of days. A lot in the way of clouds across the region. Now, with the clouds, we've kept the temperatures down significantly, down to 56 right now in Corpus Christi. We've made it up to 57. That's been our high so far today. That's currently where they sit in Kingsville, 58 at the Naval Air Station, and 58 in Beeville as well. Doppler 10 radar, we've actually got a little bit of rain showing up well off to our northwest, a very small shower up there near Cotulla, but for most of the coastal men, especially the coastal counties, we are in the clear at this point, but that is going to change overnight tonight and then especially as we head into the day tomorrow. Now, we're also not having any visibility concerns at this point because you see these dew points are all in the 40s. Temperatures were in the 50s, so there's a fairly decent amount of separation there. But as we head through the overnight hours tonight, the dew point is going to come up, those temperatures falling maybe a degree or two, and we're going to see them start to meet, which is going to start to form fog across the area. So by tomorrow morning, we're likely to see many areas that are dealing with very low visibilities. And depending on our rain situation for tomorrow, we may see that last through a good chunk of the morning. Because if the rain doesn't get there to wash all that fog away, it's going to stick around as long as it can, especially because it's going to be rather humid tomorrow. Across the state of Texas, look at what we dealt with earlier today up there near Austin, Waco as well. Look at some of the snow showing up on radar. Now, that's a little bit tricky because the air was so dry at the surface, very little of that was even making it to the ground. It was evaporating before it could hit the surface. So maybe a few flurries up there, but a rather quiet and gray day across the state of Texas. So here's our weather pattern. Look at what's going to happen tomorrow. We're going to bring in a little coastal trough just to our south. It's going to move a little closer to the coast than it was looking a couple days ago, which just means our rain chances are building for tomorrow. And it actually looks like even some of the inland areas could see some rain with this as well. As we get on into Friday, the coastal trough is going to move away. We're going to be looking at mostly cloudy skies as we may see a break or two in the clouds, but the rain chance is going to go back to more maybe a stray shower or two. Then as we get into Saturday, we bring in another weather system, this time from the west, which is going to increase the rain chances yet again. So it does look like Saturday could be a bit of a wet day, at least for some folks dealing with some showers around the area. So here's tomorrow's forecast. Notice where we start the day. It's going to be nice and cool out there, 60 degrees, but when you factor in the clouds and the potential of rain, it's going to feel chilly out there. So have that jacket. You're probably going to need that all day long because we only make it up to around 64 for that afternoon high with scattered rain continuing into the afternoon. So here's Future Tracker, and you can time it out and see exactly how it's all going to unfold. We may even have a couple of those showers pop up during the overnight hours tonight, so don't be surprised if you have to be out late tonight. You may have to turn on the windshield wipers as you're out on the roadways. Tomorrow morning, still a few spotty showers around the area, but as we get closer to lunchtime, there starts to be a lot more in the way of rainfall across the area. Most of the heaviest of stuff is out here over the Gulf and not over land, but if any of that moves inland, you may even hear a crack of thunder out there, especially during the afternoon. So here we are by 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Things are starting to quiet down, but still a little bit of rain in the area. And then as we get into Friday, here's when things quiet down a tad. You see there are actually a little bit of some breaks in the clouds, and we may see one or two of those stray showers stick around as well. So overall, the best chance of rain for the next 3 days is coming tomorrow. So you can see that here. We've got moderate chance of rain for Thursday, back to low for Friday, up to moderate for Groundhog Day on Saturday, but still it's going to be lower than tomorrow. And we see a gradual warm up as well, up to around 72 for that first day of the weekend. Then as we get into Super Bowl Sunday, we're looking at 75 degrees, and we keep those 70s all the way through the end of the 7-day forecast. But while there's not a cold front in the next 7 days, it does look like maybe within the next 8 days there could be one in the forecast. Drew?